Welcome to our Coca Cola Bottling Company Consolidated presentation, presented by James Dickerson, Andy Delk, and Jason Brown. In this presentation, we will speak about the background of the company and analyze their internal and external environments, as well as their financial statements. We will also highlight the different growth strategies that Coca-Cola can incorporate and how they plan to address any concerns that may arise. Lastly, we will discuss our recommendations for how Coca Cola Consolidated can alter some of their imaging to expand their customer base further. The company was founded by J.B. Harrison in 1902 in Greensboro, North Carolina. Before the introduction of the bottling company, customers had to travel to drugstores in order to purchase Coca-Cola. By 1915, there was growing concern from bottlers that the straight bottle was easily imitated, so a new glass bottle was designed with a signature contour, and the classic Coke bottle was born. The 1950s and 60s saw the introduction of larger sized bottles as well as the introduction of canned beverages, giving the consumer more options for purchasing Coca-Cola products. And with the technological advances of the 70s leading to a more global economy, many bottlers decided to emerge and consolidate their operations to better serve the larger international market. This consolidation led to the Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated we know today. Coca-Cola has one of the strongest brands internationally, with instant name recognition in nearly every part of the world. The signature logo and classic red and white colors resonate with consumers of all ages across the globe. There's also a strong brand loyalty, with many of their customers refusing to try other brands of similar products. Another strength of Coca-Cola is their vast distribution system that allows them to make their goods available to over 200 countries. Coca-Cola utilizes their company-owned and independent distribution seamlessly to distribute products quickly and are able to maintain a high level of quality control and safety. One source of weakness for Coca-Cola is low product diversification. Their main rival, Pepsi Company, has diversified their portfolio to include snack foods as well as beverages, a move Coca-Cola is not interested in pursuing. That's a large market of products that they may be losing big on from not being a contender. Water is an essential ingredient in every Coca-Cola product, so it's vital for the company to maintain that resource. With the rising demand for food using much of the water reserves, as well as limited supplies in many parts of the world, Coca-Cola faces the challenge of handling their consumption of water in a safe and environmentally friendly way before the overall quality of the water deteriorates, forcing Coca-Cola to incur higher costs or face production constraints.
The opportunities for Coca-Cola bottling are continuing to climb. With the opportunity to acquire more bottling facilities, they have penetrated the market even further. Coca-Cola Bottling has made several smart moves to diversify their portfolio to now offer beverages other than carbonated soft drinks. As society has become increasingly aware of the negative health effects of sugary beverages, companies like Coca-Cola Bottling have seen decreased demand as sales of full-calorie soda have dropped considerably across the United States. For a company whose best-selling product is a full-calorie soda, this represents a major threat. On top of that, state and local governments across the United States have tangled with the idea of legislation designed to reduce the consumption of soda. A handful of cities have all passed bills that will increase taxes on sodas, and some legislators have proposed statewide soda taxes as well. Proponents of the tax cite studies showing that an increased cost of sodas leads to a curbed consumption level. In light of these threats, Coke does have the opportunity to expand its portfolio and increase its sales in healthier alternatives. It already has the facilities and the name brands under its umbrella to expand its sales. It simply needs to increase the public's exposure to these brands, much as it did with its iconic Coca-Cola years ago. Over the past few years, Coke has seen substantial growth in both sales and expenses. Most of these can be attributed to the acquisition of other bottling facilities and new brands by the company. One of the company's new initiatives has been to move away from being solely a soda company and more toward a beverage company. This is evident in the increase in sales in the still beverage division, which includes all of its non-carbonated drinks as well as energy drinks. As you can see from revenue and gross profit, they have seen about a 35 to 36% increase from the previous year. However, net income has seen a 15% decrease, and we attribute to this mostly due to the new facility purchases. The most interesting financial analysis that we could find is that still beverages net sales had a 54% increase over the previous year.
Coke is engaged in multiple strategies to grow its company, to include acquisitions, concentration, and diversification. In 2016, it acquired bottling facilities in Ohio, Maryland, and Virginia, and the rights to distribute to those areas and others, further increasing its market share. With the rapid expansion, it faces concerns in maintaining its culture and standards, but hopes the added production capabilities and distribution areas will improve its bottom line. To meet the demands of a more health-conscious public, Coke has worked to make its core products with fewer calories, following a 2007 pledge made along with Pepsi and Dr. Pepper to reduce the public's consumption of calories by 1.5 trillion. The three companies went above and beyond the goal, reducing overall calories consumed from their products by 6.4 trillion. Coke has also made an effort to push its sugar-free products. It reworked its Coke Zero formula to taste more like Coke Classic and renamed it Coke Zero Sugar. It has also made sugar-free versions of some of its other sodas to include Sprite and Fanta. Additionally, Coke has diversified its holdings portfolio to include many healthier alternatives, such as Fairlife and vitamin water. In 2016, sales of non-soda products grew substantially, as noted in the financial analysis. Whether or not the revenue growth of these items is simply a side effect of the acquisitions or the result of increasing the public's consumption of these products is something that remains to be seen. With that in mind, we recommend the following: displaying its full beverage portfolio on delivery trucks, and displaying its name on individual products. The vast majority of Coke's delivery trucks brandish a simple message: Coca-Cola. Only one beverage comes to mind for most people who see these vehicles. These trucks provide Coke with an opportunity to display its full portfolio of products side by side. An image with all of Coke's products gives people a wider view of the company and can go a long way in changing the public perception of Coke from a soda company to a beverage company. Lastly, many people consume products made by Coca Cola Bottling without even knowing it. Without looking very closely, most consumers would have no idea that products like Fairlife, Fuse, Smart Water, or Gold Peak are bottled by Coke. Coke is one of the most recognized name brands in the world, and it could use this to its advantage on all of its products. Our solution to this problem is to put the famous Coca-Cola brand name where it can be easily seen on every Coke product. One possibility would be to put it on every bottle cap, so that consumers must see it as they open the beverage. It could also be prominently displayed on the front of the bottle, large enough to be easily seen. Thank you.